Today I am changing the brake pads on my Nissan Armada. It's a 2007. I have to come up with a creative way of taking off the tires since I just had open heart surgery. I'm not allowed to lift things, so let's see what we can figure out. We're going to check the brake fluid real quick, and if there's too much, we're going to take some out because we're going to press back the calipers. My electric impact wrench did not work, so I'm using this with an extension to break it free because it's just so tight. That's crazy. I've never seen lug nuts on so tight that I can't use impact gun. Alright, so that was not very difficult. It just sort of just fell off. I only had it like half an inch off the ground. So these are the new brake pads, and those are the ones that are actually on it, and they don't look that bad, but my brakes squeak and they don't look horrible. So I'm not sure why they squeak, but for $25 to replace them, I'm just going to replace them. This is going to be an extremely easy job. There's only 2 bolts I have to take out. They are 10 millimeter, and as you can see, once I break it free, I just turn the handle on my wrench and it comes out. Very simple. Now the brake pads do not fall out. You have to press this down, so a little tab. When you press this down, the whole caliper will rotate from the top and will sort of just roll out. Very easy. Now I'm using a C-clamp to push the caliper, and that also pushes fluid back into the system, which is why we opened up the master cylinder cap. So it was easy to pop that one out, the one that was connected to the master cylinder. This one you have to push down on each side so it slides out. When you put them down, make sure, especially if you don't understand how this works, look at your brakes pads, compare them to the ones that you took out. Make sure these move freely in and out. If they do not, you'll have to re-lube them by taking off the silicone outside. Alright, to push this back in, these 3 prongs go back into the master cylinder. If you have strong fingers, you can use your fingers. If not, I found that these channel locks work pretty good at closing those down. And of course, I would recommend put that one in first. Now, the other one will slide in very easily. It slides in like that. You gotta make sure that both the sides line up, and then it just snaps down into place. Now I'm going to use brakes part cleaner. I'm going to clean everything up. I'm going to clean up the rotor and the brakes, master cylinder, and the slides along the side. This is where the brakes actually slide. We're going to clean that up. We're going to put some silicone on it so the brakes slide better. So we're going to clean this off really well. Now you can use silicone paste. You can see it's actually for brake systems, or you can actually use a brake lube. Very lightly put the lube or the silicone on the slides and a little bit on the outside of your brake pads. Of course, be careful. Don't get any of this stuff on your actual rotor or your brake pads themselves. Now, as you're rolling this caliper back on, make sure that you pull these things out along the side or else they'll get stuck. And you'll be like, why is this thing not working? You gotta pull those things back and it'll slide into place. Then push your bolts back, use your 10mm wrench and tighten them down. When jacking up the Armada, I made sure that it was only up about a ½ inch. So now I can use my toes to lift it up. And it slides on without any problem at all. Now, of course, make sure that your master cylinder is securely tight again. Turn on your key one click before you actually turn it on and pump the brakes. Then actually turn on your vehicle and pump the brakes. And now we're going to make sure that the master cylinder level is correct, and it is. So now we're going to take it out for a little spin to make sure that the brakes work correctly, which they do. There's no lights on, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.